I'm playing a game called Beat 'em Up. And, well, you just walk around and beat up people. I guess you're some sort of a cop or whatever. It's always the same thing. It's a cop, you're fighting, the end. This was very generic. This is very generic. Um, like Streets of Rage and Final Fight and many brawlers that have come before it. The levels are just like boxes, 1 through 12. You just choose one, and that's it. There doesn't seem to be much of a storyline to it or anything. It's just pick a guy, go, and the end. But I love the graphics. Look how smooth the animation is on this guy here that you get to be. Well, you could be him or this big, bald, muscular guy. Just like me. No, I'm not muscular, but the big, bald guy is, though. He's pretty muscular. You can be him or this fella. I can't remember his name. We'll call him Ponytail Guy. That's his name now. I was trying to show my friend Spice this game yesterday, but I couldn't get the codes to work. So I downloaded a different version of the game. I was able to find it. I couldn't believe it. I think this is the game I paid 49 cents for, come to 56 cents. So either way, I've got a couple copies of it now. I'm not too worried about it. It was only 50 cents. Of course, my wife will probably be mad. No, just kidding. That looked like one of those crash test dummies, you know, the way his face looked. Yeah, so I can't get hurt. See, I got hurt there, but look, it went back up. See? Let's see, hit me. No, it didn't go down. Hit me. No, it's not going down. Do I get a power move or something? Or anything at all? No, I guess not. Well, that's what you get for a cheap 50-cent game, right? But look how nice and pretty the graphics are. It's really nice. They should have really put some time into this and made it really worthwhile. I mean, this is right up there with the new Streets of Rage that they redid. You know, the newer version of Streets of Rage 4, I should say. Streets of Rage 4. Where they redid the graphics and stuff. I mean, this looks... I'm impressed. But I'm also saddened by the fact that they didn't do more with it. It's kind of... It's good, but it's also bad. I mean, yeah, you can get it for 50 cents, but there's only so much of it. They needed to really give it to a good developer to spend a little money on it and make it into something really bigger, you know? Cutscenes and all sorts of stuff, and so let's keep going. But anyways, yeah. So you got your typical bad guys, you know, the guys with the spiked hair, the mohawk thing, and the guys with those stupid coats they always have. Yeah, I'm not doing too good, I know. Ugh. Ugh, right in the face. This is for when you had a bad day at work or school or church. No, not church. I'm just kidding. Well, you've had a bad day, and you just come home and take this, you know, right in the mouth. Look at him fall over like a sack of potatoes. Gone. And you gotta watch what buttons you press. Like if you press start or something thinking you're gonna hurry the game along, you're gonna find yourself back at the main menu. Because that happened to my friend Spice last night on a couple different games. It's like, I don't want to just press start to go to the main menu. You know, usually start is to, like, you know, excel things, like to, well, of course to select, right, and start the game, but also sometimes it can be to skip cinema scenes or talking or what have you. I mean, all of these fighting games are repetitive in nature because you get the same group of guys and you punch them and they hardly ever do a swap color change. Oh, yeah! What, did he step on his privates there? That was pretty hardcore. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah, just gang up on him now. Okay, come on. Okay, get over here. Get. Yeah, that's fair. Now do you see why I wanted codes? People will be like, well, get good. Well, it's hard to get good when you got 15 guys pounding you in the head. this thing will blow up. Well, it helped. Okay. One hit kill would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Just paff and he'd fall over dead. Look at these fat guys. I can't stand fat people. No. Kidding.
Why you made it me?
Oh, stop it. But, I mean, this is a pretty game. It's got nice colors. The graphics are good for, you know, for what it is. I mean, it's not next gen or anything, but heck, I approve. I would say if any of the developers who worked on this, I'm sure it's a small in-house company, but whoever made it, if you see my video, you should look into making this bigger and better, not cheesy like cheddar. Make it really good. You know, see if you can find somebody to do a Kickstarter or do something to make it bigger. I mean, you can buy this on Steam, which is how I bought the 50-cent one, but there could be more to it. But for what it is, heck, I'm impressed. This guy is taking... His name is Jeff! Look, in the corner!
Yeah.
I'm beating up myself. You can't see it because my picture's on over it, but the guy I'm punching, his name is Jeff. Take that, Jeff! I just beat myself up. Let's see. Now, I'm not going to press anything. All right, so... Well, now we're in this area. We're outside. Got a school bus here. I mean, the colors are really nice. I like that. You got the purple on that guy. Okay, let's grab this knife. Ah! He threw the knife at him. Why didn't you just stab him and keep the knife? What if I press these two? What does it do? Okay, I can jump and do... Ah! See that? Yeah! Look at that. Kick. Sweep the leg. Sweep the leg. No. Come on, jump. Look at this. That's all right. Just keep coming. Okay, that guy was named Steven. There's Jeff again. Daniel. Boy, they didn't get creative, you know, like Killer or, you know, names like that. They pick, like, average names like Steven, Daniel, Jeff. John. There's John. And that's one of our pastor's names. Take that, John! Don't preach too long. Whoop. Just kidding. It's a joke. Ah! It looks like a crash test dummy. He's got that little pattern on the back of his head. Okay, this is Steven. Okay, I got a gun. Oh, yeah. Okay. Get up. Yes! Shot him in the throat. See, that's how you resolve problems in life. You carry a gun and... right there, look. He only had 3 bullets? That's it? Guarantee you if they had guns, it would shoot forever. Yeah, so I was fiddling around with this code for this game, and I got it to work, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just record it now, because I'll probably never get it to work again. And I'm like, I was trying last night with my friend Spice, and it wouldn't work no matter what I did. I downloaded a couple of different codes and whatnot. Now, this code I'm using is by a person who goes by the name Abel Fazl. And I went to his page, and now he's no longer doing cheat codes. His page is closed. He had some words about COVID and the cost of doing it and stuff in his country and the internet and I don't know, a bunch of reasons he wouldn't be able to do it anymore. It's like, gee, I'm sorry to see him go. If it is a him, I'm sorry to see him go because I'll tell you, a lot of his codes were really good. I mean, if you see a code by Abel Fazl, most of the time it'll work. Unless you have the wrong version of the game, then you might have some difficulty. Like this one, I had difficulty with this code, but that's why I downloaded this different version of the game. Ah, I took all 3 of them out. Look at that. I had the gun. I shot all 3 right in a row. Gone. That's what you get for coming to Lewiston. You get shot. And that's what happens here in Lewiston. We had a shooting down the hill from my house on Pierce Street, which is in the inner city. We happen to live higher up on the hill where there's less crime. But I'll tell you, down the hill, they're killing each other. There's drive-by shootings and people getting stabbed. We're turning into like
New York.
New York. New York, New York, big city of dreams. Somebody farted. Oh, it was me. Okay, never mind. Yeah, this is fun. I like this. You just picture yourself walking down Knox Street and well, this ain't enough diversity for it to be Knox Street. I'm kidding. Sorry, everybody. It's a joke. Don't get mad. Hey, look, there's a tent there. I wonder who it is. It's a school bus. Somebody's out here camping. Oh, here's a gun. All right, come on. You want some of this? There, you did. But look, he took a bullet and he got back up. It took 2 bullets to kill him. How about that? There, take that, Steven. I'd never seen a fighting game where the names of the villains were just regular, common names. Not Killer or, Crusher or whatever. It's just normal names. Like Daniel from the Bible. Oh yeah, I gotta share my new joke with you people. I made up a new joke the other day, and it's really great. You're gonna love it. Okay? What kind of a car does Jesus drive? The answer? A Chrysler. Isn't that great? Okay, here we go. Take that, George. Yeah, that's his name, George. There he goes. He's gonna come back. Ugh. Yeah, I wanted to record my joke in case I forget it. If I ever see the video again, I'll remember it. There we are. Oh, a banana. Oh, I don't need it because I'm invincible. I don't need your bananas. A lot of school buses here in this campground, I'm assuming. Because you got tents and stuff, so I'm assuming it's a campground. Jump. Kick. Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty slick. Very good. Okay, I was gonna say, did it crash or what? Hi, Jinxie. My dog's here. Well, my wife's dog. My dog's a BB. But our dogs are here. There we go. That's it. Keep coming. Keep coming, guys. I got plenty. Here's a foot for your mouth. It fits just right. Size 12 right in your mouth. Oh, another gun. Here we go. Boink, boink, boink. Murder. Murder, death, kill. Remember that, honey? Murder, death, kill?
Mm-mm.
From Demolition Man with Stallone and Wesley Snipes. Murder, death, kill. Ugh. Look at that. His name is Chris. The guy I'm beating up on, his name is Chris, and he looks, I don't know, what's he wearing? Is he a zombie? Okay. Well, what now? We'll go a little bit longer, let's see. I think it's just the 12 stages that you go through it. Ah, baseball bat! Ah, oh, the bat broke. Yeah, it's just like 12 sections and then you're done. It's almost like it's a test for a real game, like it's a beta. I don't know if they sell betas on, Steam, because that's where I got the game. Well, the first version. This is the one I downloaded that I found somewhere. But I did pay for the game. but I just wanted one where the code would work better, and apparently there were no new versions of the game for the code. No, he dropped his gun. Oh, yeah! He punched all three of them while they were laying down. Great. Take that, Brian. Yeah, his name is Brian now. That guy in orange, his name's Brian. You can't see it because I'm in the way, but his name is Brian.
Too funny.
He's Brian too. I stabbed Brian. Take that, Brian. You're dead. There's Jeff again. Yeah. David and Jeff and James. So they give them different names, the same few characters, but they'll change the names up on them. Randomly, apparently. I haven't seen any bosses or anything. I'm going to go a little more and see what happens. I'd like to see a boss fight. Usually that's how it works with brawlers and beat 'em ups, and you walk and you fight and you fight and you get to the end of a section and there's a bad guy you gotta fight. The boss of the level. The big bad. Ugh! Oh, come on, Jeff, he's coming. Right in the face. Pow, right in the kisser. That guy, that's George. And that's Mark. Steven. It's weird. I had a game years ago. And what you could do with it is once you beat the game, you unlock the debug menu of the game. And you could go in and change the names of the bad guys. So what I did was I named all my friends. I put all my friends' names in for the bad guys. Like I put my mom, I wrote mom for one bad guy, and for the main villain, I put my pastor.
Oh, jeez.
So that was cool. You preach too long? Here, a knife in the head. Whoop. It's a joke. Don't get mad. But yeah, that was cool. But you had to beat the game all the way through once. So, you know, I'd put my cheat codes in, I'd spend a while playing, and I'd get to the debug menu, and then I could have some real fun beating up, you know, my friends and relatives and old people in my church. No, I didn't say that. It's therapeutic, though. You come home from work and you can beat your boss up. Sure, you won't give me that raise? Here's a blade between the ribs. I do think some video games lead themselves to making people violent, but I think some games are therapeutic. Like this one, kind of. I mean, I don't have an urge to go out and hurt people on the streets, but it's fun to just get a little, you know, frustration out on it. It's like, right in the face, you know. It's not realistic, you know, it's obviously an animated computer thing. It's not, you know, like a lot of the parent groups will say, well, some of these games are really bad. Well, they're right. A lot of these games are really bad, but this ain't one of them. You know, like if you're playing something like Grand Theft Auto 5, well, that's a mature game for an adult. I mean, you don't want your little 6-year-old kid playing that game. You know, they have ratings on them for a reason. But this is harmless. Games have sure changed over the years, though. I'll tell you that. When I was much younger, I remember when the Sega Genesis came out. When it first came out, the game that came bundled with it, yes, they used to put games in with them, the game that came bundled with it was Altered Beast. Then they switched to Sonic, and then they switched to Sonic 2. When they released them, you know, different models and later. But Altered Beast, based on the arcade game, which you can see on my channel. I've played it here a couple of times. Once with my friend Dave, I think. The guy he collects these little orbs and he turns into like either a werewolf or a monster or a bear or a dragon or whatnot. And the parent groups had a real problem with that because they said, well, it's satanic and this and that. And what, I don't know if they had a point or not, maybe they did, but, you know, compare that 16-bit game to today's graphics, like, again, Grand Theft Auto 5, which that game came out in, what, 2013, 2014? I think it was 2013 it came out. It's been out for, like, what, 10 years? You know, so you can imagine what the next Grand Theft Auto game will look like if they do make a 6, which I hear they're supposedly trying to do. Can you imagine what that's going to look like? And how it's going to be? I mean, you could do a lot of terrible things in Grand Theft Auto 5. A lot of terrible things I'm not going to talk about. But it's not for children. It really isn't. I mean, should anybody be playing it? No. I've played it before and I don't play it anymore. I got rid of it. I did play it, I'm not going to lie. But I felt bad about it because it was just a little too hardcore for me. So I sold it. Come on, get up. See, I have more fun with games like this or Turtles, you know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge. I love that game. I love Shredder's Revenge. And the fact that now they did an update to it where you can have a palette swap for colors and it unlocks 2 different characters, Usagi Yojimbo and Karai. So you got those characters, and of course you can always unlock Casey Jones, so that's like 3 different folks you get extra. So that's kind of cool. Ugh. I play it on PC usually. Most games I play on PC, unless I'm in the living room or whatnot. I just like my codes, and newer games don't have codes because they've taken them away. Because people want to play online. I gotta play with all my friends. It's called Couch Co-op. Have a real friend in person. My friend Brian, he comes over. Spice, he comes over every week to play games. Usually on a Friday evening, we hang out and we play video games for a few hours. And that's what we did last night. But these folks, I want to play online. That's because you can't make a real friend. And these people that you talk to online are not your friends. They're just people. You get some kid screaming in your ear from across the country. Yes, you look, there's no bosses. You're just making your way to wherever you're going. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop it here because this video has probably gone on a while. But I just wanted to show the game to see what you thought of it. I like it. I had trouble getting the codes to work, so you might have to finagle it a little bit or try over and over. It's a bit of a process sometimes. So that's why when I got it running, I said, you know what? I'm going to make a video right now to prove I actually got it to work. So, but yeah, I'm sorry to see Abelfazl go. It was kind of disheartening because I liked his codes. If it's a he, I liked his codes. He did a good job. You'll still be able to find some of his codes online on other places, but apparently his site's closed. Because you go there, you get a message saying, "Tout fini!" So, that's French for goodbye. Or the end. Alright, well, speaking of the end, I'll say goodbye now. Bye, everybody.